Pets. We love them, guys, okay? If you're one of those weirdos that never got to get a pet as a child, and now you're like, no, I don't want to have an animal. It's like, listen, man, you do you. I feel bad for you, boo. Because having a doggo, okay, has made my life a better time, okay? I was 16 years old when I got my little good boy, Wilbur, okay? And another 2 years later, I got my good girl, Mia. She got an underbook. She ain't that smart, but, she brings good vibes, okay? That's her only real thing, okay? I assume a lot of you guys have your own pet. In this video, I want to go over some of the most famous and some of the worst pets you could ever own, okay? There's going to be some controversial opinions in here, but this is going to be a tier list. Going over some of the best and some of the worst pets that you could own. Okay, I don't want to spoil too much here. All I'm going to say is, we're in for a ride, and a lot of these sound like Pokemon. I don't want to have a super long intro here. However, I do got to say this, okay? I just want to say thank you guys for the support that you give this channel. We are at 15,000 subscribers, and I started in April, and how quickly we're growing, it's absolutely insane. I feel blessed with every video that I make. And the support you guys give is honestly insane, and I just want to say thank you. If I had to give a sub goal, because every YouTuber does that, I would like to be at 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If we make it, we make it. If we don't, we don't. It's just fun making these videos, and that's why I keep doing it, and you guys enjoy it. And with that little heartfelt intro out of the way, let's get started and into the pet tier list. Doggos, okay? I don't think I need to explain doggos to you. You got the big boys, the little guys, the good girls, the good boys. I mean, like, we got the golden retrievers, the little Yorkies that I have. Listen, there's a doggo for every single type of human being out there, okay? I think it's because of the sheer amount of different types of dogs that we've had, okay? Through breeding, okay? We can debate the ethics of breeding all we want, because I do feel bad for pugs. They're over here breathing like an asthmatic, inbred, I don't even know how to describe a pug, bro. If there was a pug human being, we would, If there was a pug human being, somebody's getting locked up for inbreeding, okay? But all of a sudden, an asthmatic dog with a flat face comes over here, we're all like, ooh, he's so cute. They're good dogs anyways, but at the same time, I feel bad about it, okay? Doggos, I mean, like, do I have to explain their placement? Like, they are the quintessential pet, okay? I am a dog person, a dog lover. I want to get through some of the basic ones just so you guys have an idea of how crazy we're going to get in this video. Doggos are going to set the baseline. Goated. They are a goated animal, okay? Like, I think everybody can agree with that one, unless you're just trying to be different. Cats. Gatos. Kitty cats. I'm going to be real, dude. Okay, this is where my controversial opinions come into play. I don't get the hype, dude. I have never once been around a cat and felt unconditional love. Maybe when they were kittens, but outside of that, I feel like every little bit of love that you get from a cat is purely, you feed me. If you feed me, I'll let you pet me. Like, say what you want about dogs. Are they smart? Probably not. But like, when I get up off of the couch, dude, my two dogs are like, where we going, boss? I'm ready to go. Like, they're already packed up, ready to roll out with me. We also have a cat. It's an outdoor cat. I don't even remember her name. A second thought, I don't even know if we own the cat. Anyways, this cat takes care of pests, okay? But, like, the cat serves a purpose. It's a barn cat. Kiki. That's the name. I don't feel loved from Kiki. I don't feel loved from other cats outside from when they're kittens, but like, I just think kittens are smart. I think they know how to manipulate the human psyche, okay? I went down a rabbit hole that cats can mimic the same frequency that human infants cry in. And that's how they were able to trick humans into loving them. Because they measured a difference in kittens crying for their mom and kittens crying for a human. Dude, they are playing the long con, okay? We domesticated dogs from wolves, whatever we domesticated them from, because I've also heard there was also like a dog predecessor in the canine family, and we just interbred them with other canines, and that's how we got dogs. Cats just got lazy and decided, yo, if we just pretend like we love them, then they're gonna take care of us. Like, I don't feel love from the cat. However, as a pet, they are great. Like, I gotta put them in great, dude. Like it would be... the farthest down I would go would be good because I don't feel a lot of love from the cat, but they are useful animals, I'm not even gonna lie. The hamster. I'm not a fan of hamsters, okay? I'm just gonna say that right now. I'm not a fan of rodents, dude. Like, I don't think having a rodent as a pet, like, is it as weird as some of the other ones that we're going to get into? Absolutely not, bro. But, like, it's a hamster, bro. Do you know why we have to put them on wood chips? Because since it's a rodent, it has a constant trail of piss that it does everywhere it walks. Like, that's not lovable to me, bro. When I see a hamster, I see a little chubby psychopath that likes putting nuts in his mouth, man. I don't have a lot of respect for the hamster, okay? And I'm gonna say this to start off this portion of the video, but there's gonna be a pattern going on. I don't think any animal that you have to lock up for 90% of its life, I don't think that's a pet, I think that's a prisoner. You can't tell me that the hamster you've kept locked up since he was a baby, I don't think he views you as an owner. He views you as like, Warden's gonna come change out my piss. Yeah, fuck that guy. Like, the hamster doesn't like you, bro. It just doesn't, okay? Like, prove me wrong in the comments, I guess, but like, I don't care for the hamsters, bro. Like, I'll put them in good, okay? Because when we start getting down lower, these are animals that are an active detriment to your safety. The fact is if a hamster was a threat to me, I would put him down lower, but I could 100% 1v1,000 a hamster. Like, one easy. I'll put him in good. Fine. Like, that's because of how quickly I could take him out. The guinea pig. So I took Spanish class, right, for 4 years, okay? So if I whip out a little Spanish on you, that's why. I gotta make it worth something. But, guinea pigs, okay? I found out, though, like, these Spanish-speaking countries that live by us, okay? And I'm not even throwing shade, bro. I get it. They eat guinea pigs, but they call them cuy. This is what fucks me up, okay? Because if you just said, yeah, bro, I eat guinea pigs, that sounds less effed up than, bro, I'm just munching on some cuy. Like, cuy sounds super cute, okay? Like, in my mind, that's such a bad branding mistake, because, like, think, like, if you had to eat a dog, okay, you wouldn't say, oh yeah, bro, I'm eating this canine. Like, you would call it like canine. You would make it sound mean. You wouldn't say, oh yeah, bro, I'm having some fried good boy. Like, you just don't do that. Cuy is just a ridiculously cute name. But, like, bro, they eat them. I never had any. I never partook in the eating of the little guinea pig. All I can tell you is people describe it as tender, a cross between a duck and a mammal. What the fuck is that, bro? What type of blend is that? Like, what? Dude, a cuy, okay? A guinea pig. As a pet, though, I don't see the appeal, okay? Like, my little brother had a guinea pig. Her name was Rosie, okay? Never once felt connected to that thing. That thing would put out little tiny shit pellets. But, like, it wasn't an animal where, like, I don't think everything was there. There's a level of consciousness that I want in my pet to the point that I can almost have a companionship with it. A guinea pig, I feel it's like, give him water. Give him kibble. Or pellets or whatever. Change out its flooring. And he lives in a cage. Like, it feels like I'm raising livestock, but I'm treating it like a pet. Okay, like, I'm not a fan of guinea pigs, but they're, like, I'll put them above hamsters because I think hamsters are mean, bro. Like, hamsters are just a mean animal. I just grabbed a fly, bro. That was pretty cool. Hamsters, I'm not a fan. Guinea pigs, they're just dumber versions of hamsters. I guess they're cuter, but, like, there's only so far that's gonna take you here. Now we're getting into the weird pets. That was the baseline of normal pets. Now we're getting into the exotics. A wallaby. A wallaby is a smaller version of the kangaroo. And fun fact about Michigan, right? That's the state that I'm from. I think I can say that. You can actually own a wallaby with a permit. Have I thought about it? Yes. Am I going to do it? Most likely no. The moment I buy a wallaby, that's when I've officially gained too much money. Okay, like, are they cute? I'll let you decide. But a wallaby as a pet, a fun-sized, a little McNugget kangaroo as a pet, it'd be kind of dope, too. Like, I'll be real. I've thought to myself, who would win in a fight? Me or a kangaroo? Okay? And depending on the day that you catch me, that determines my response. Some days, I'll be normal, and I'll be like, yeah, no, bro, he left me up, he get me in the clinch, he's gonna land a few kicks into my solar plexus, knock the wind out of me, break my ribs, and just stomp me out, okay? Curb stomp by the kangaroo. And then other days, I'll be like, yeah, no, he'd give me some trouble, but I'd win. Like, it depends on the day that you ask me. I would be able to take a wallaby, and the reason that I have to bring in the would I win in a fight is that is unfortunately gonna be a reason, okay, in terms of getting them. If I don't feel like if my life depended on it, or like where my pet would try to scrap with my child or my loved ones, if I couldn't take them in a fight, then I gotta knock you down one. But I feel like I'd be able to take on a wallaby, and that's why I'm gonna put it as a great pet, dude. It's a little kangaroo. Like, come on, bro, look how cute they are. Great pet. And you know what? Maybe I will get one, okay? If we get this to 1 million subs, I will get a pet wallaby. Don't hold me to that. Iguanas. Lizards. Just any lizard, bro. I'm not a fan of reptiles. I'll just say that right now. There's just something that it's like, it's so far away from a mammal that it just fucks with me. Like, don't get me wrong. Do I think an iguana is an objectively cool-looking creature? Yes. Do I think chameleons are cool? Do I like geckos? Only because I don't like from Geico. Do I like them? Yes, they look cool. As a pet, though, like, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna bring a girl over and I'm gonna be like, yo, you wanna touch my lizard? Like, how am I supposed to capitalize on that, okay? Like, if she's, like, yeah, cool, she pet my iguana, but, like, I don't think that gets, actually, if it gets to the point that she pets your iguana, I think you've already made it. Like, maybe that's a good way, because, like, if you have a dog, right, and she pets the dog, like, that could just be friendly, because who's not gonna pet a good boy? I probably wouldn't pet an iguana, just because I think that little oily, scaly motherfucker is thinking about ways of how he's gonna eat me, okay? I have beef with a lot of animals, okay? But I don't have beef in terms of, like, I'm gonna go out of my way. Only a few animals I will, and I'll explain in a minute. But, reptiles are not one of those. You stay away from me, I'll stay away from you. You little scaly, water-living, cold-blooded, nasty little lizards. You can do what you want, okay? But you're not gonna be buying me. I'm gonna put them in WTF. Like, yeah, what the fuck is that? Like, having that as a pet, like, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, honestly, bro. Sugar gliders. I made the mistake of putting in sugar, because I thought they were called sugar babies, okay? I looked up sugar babies on Google without safe search enabled. And I turned on images before. Yeah, no, bro, like, that caught me off guard, okay? Sugar gliders, okay, like, to give you an idea of how strange they are. So I live in a little country town, okay? I'm fairly far away from cities, like, okay, like, I'm not around a ton of people. And we had a fair, right? There was a fair by our house. So we go there, we spend the day, okay? I got, like, 2 corn dogs, a burger. I was a fat kid, okay? 220 pounds in 7th grade. I was a fat boy, okay? I lost some weight. But so my fat ass is walking around, and then there's this dude, absolutely crazy individual, dressed up as that one Australian guy. There's the photo right there. Dressed up like that, right? And he has something that I come to find out is a sugar glider just hanging out on him. And then he tries to sell me on financing and buying a sugar glider. This was like the NFTs of pets. Who the fuck is buying a sugar glider in Michigan, bro? like, to give you an idea, okay, these are little tiny marsupials, bats, whatever the fuck. And they're like the size of the palm of your hand. But they glide around, leading around little tiny chemtrails of piss all over. Because, yeah, I'm not even kidding you. How they pee a lot of the times is so they don't get pee on their fur. They'll either go upside down and just let it rip, or they'll glide and just crop dust everywhere that they go. Yeah, no, why would I want an airborne pissing rat? Like, absolutely not, dude. I found most things become infinitely more terrifying once they become airborne. A sugar glider? What am I supposed to do with that, bro? It's just like... Speaking of pets, that's my dog. Alright, cleared that up. Well, a sugar glider wouldn't be barking at the fucking mailman while I'm filming. I'm not actually mad. I'm just more like, brother, there wasn't even somebody here. Well, you see, when we talk about sugar gliders, sugar babies, whatever the fuck, I'm just not a fan, bro. They are a flying rodent. I know they're a marsupial. A flying rodent that just leaves a string of piss whenever it flies. That probably has a bones that's about as fragile as silence, bro. Like, my dogs would eat it. Absolutely, 100%, right? I'd have to keep it locked up because that little effer is probably going to start causing damage. I'm not a fan, okay? Is it kind of cool? Yes. I'm going to put it at the entry level of good. Like, it's still a mammal. It looks cute, but other than that, I'm good. The falcon. You see, I was a kid once. I thought that having a falcon would legitimately be dope, okay? Having like that little glove thing that's chilling there. You basically have to blindfold him and then boom, launch him off. He kills an animal for you. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do with that animal, but like, that would be kind of dope, okay? Like, I think if you have a pet falcon, you're either objectively badass or you're a Redditor wearing a fedora. Like, there's no in between. You're either cool or you're weird. So that's why it's kind of a weird one for me. But I also grew up in the fact of, I don't think I'm responsible enough to have basically one of the most effective killing machines that is airborne as my pet. I watched a funny video where a dude was like doing a drive-by with a falcon, and he just yeeted the falcon outside the window. It killed a rabbit, and then came back. Brother, what the... What? What type of animal is this that I can just... It's just a pet assassin, dude. I am not responsible to have this animal, okay? So I think I'm gonna have to put it in the WTF section. Like, I'm just not responsible enough for it. I know... Actually, no. I'm gonna put it in a cool, but no. Is it a cool animal idea to have? I understand why some people do it. But I'm gonna say cool, but no. I'm not interested. The parrot. I'm not responsible enough to have a parrot, okay? I've had too many raid sessions playing Warzone, Apex Legends, and now I'm playing Elden Ring again. Like, I've had too many moments where if it was taken out of context, you'd probably think I was an abusive person, okay? But when you die 150 times on the Draconic Tree Sentinel in Elden Ring right outside of Lanedale, okay? Or when you die for the 75th time trying to fight Malekith, like...
The fuck you say to me, you little shit?
We've all said things in the moment that, with it taken out of context, are very, very damaging, okay? The parrot, I feel like, would be the ultimate snitch, because if the parrot says something, okay, that I don't approve of, who are you gonna blame? Are you gonna blame the parrot, or are you gonna blame me? Like, with my luck, okay, somebody would play a song right next to the parrot, and then invite people over, and then the parrot just starts saying it. And then just takes me completely out of context, and boom, I'm canceled for what a parrot was planted the evidence of saying. Okay? I think a parrot is basically having a pet fed. Like, you don't know if he's gonna snitch on you, or you don't... Like, I wouldn't hurt a parrot. I'm not gonna hurt any of these animals, obviously, but like... Yeah, a parrot I think would annoy me enough, okay? Like, I would set that guy free. I would. I'm just gonna say WTF. I don't even think it would be cool. It would be like, bro, stop exposing me, bruh. Please. A fox. You see, there's a few animals that I legitimately think we've made a mistake in not trying to domesticate, okay? And definitely the first one on here is the fox. Until I found out that their piss smells awful. And they pee on everything, dude. If you think dogs can smell bad, apparently the reason that they said that they weren't going to try to domesticate foxes, okay? And interestingly, foxes is on the list of animals that humans have tried to domesticate back in the day. And two things happened. One, foxes' piss smells awful, so they just said no. And that foxes are very difficult to train in the fact that it's pretty hit or miss whether they're going to be not going to bite your fucking face off. That's really the best way to put it. Yeah, some foxes are chill. Other foxes are not. It's not as consistent as most dogs are nice, okay? Like, it's not that consistent. Pit bulls are going to be more nice to you consistently than any fox, okay? Are they a cool-looking animal, though? Yes, okay? Are they going to be a WTF animal? No. I'm going to put them in the cool but no category purely because they are a cool animal, but they smell bad. I'm not going to do that. The raccoons. Fun fact about me, okay? So I actually had a pet raccoon. His name was Miko, okay? He was a little... What do you call a baby raccoon? Do you call him a pup? I don't know. Okay. Baby raccoon Miko, okay? We don't know what happened to the mom. We think the mom got hit by a truck, okay? And then the baby comes up to our house, like crying at the window. So we adopt him, right? We take care of him. We had him for over the course of like 3 weeks, okay? And this is how you could tell. Like, our family took in a fucking raccoon before we got dogs. Was it a chill coon? Oh yeah, bro. He was the chillest dude I have ever met as a pet. Give him a pet, he does a little... I didn't know the weird noises that make... Dude, did you know raccoons purr? I didn't know that was a thing. They basically vibrate. They're chill animals, bro. They have little hands, and I think they are an animal that we dropped the ball in the domestication from. Could you imagine having a pet raccoon with the amount of different variations as a dog? That, boom, okay, I need somebody to go grab a snack. Yo, George, go to the kitchen, grab me some chips. And then you have like this Great Dane-sized raccoon that is just your boy, and he walks on his hind legs and just grabs food for you. Like, that would objectively be a dope animal if instead of domesticating dogs, we domesticated raccoons. I think raccoons are a cool creature, okay? You see, there's also the times that we've seen, I think it was like in Chicago, they had a problem with like raccoons learned how to open doors. First off, what? So raccoons are now learning how to open doors, getting in through doggy doors, and just getting in and robbing places, okay? Like, I think raccoons are some of the funniest designed animals ever because we modeled robbers, like the robber mask, after raccoons. Like, they're cute. They have little hands. They're cool, but no. Like, I've had a raccoon. But at the same time, I understand why we can't have them, okay? But I do think we've made a mistake with not trying to domesticate them. That's what I will say. The Kinkajou. Yo. Okay. There's a few animals that I believe are just inspirations for real-life Pokemon. The Kinkajou is 100% on there, bro. The Kinkajou has to have some of the weirdest stats I've ever heard. Number one. Kinkajous have a tail that they use to grab things with, to the point that they are more likely to use their tail to grab things than their actual little hands. They have like little raccoon hands with claws. They are objectively a pretty cute animal. However, when we start getting into, okay, they have hands of a raccoon, a tail that can grab things, and then they run backwards as fast as they run forwards. What type of stat is that? They run backwards faster than it. Like, that's some shit that you make up on a job application. What are your special skills? I run backwards as fast as I can sprint. Like, who was a bro's agent to put that on the top 3 coolest things about him? Another cool thing about Kinkajous that makes them actually one of the worst animals here is that people mistake them because they're so cute, they don't realize that they're actually super aggressive. Kinkajous are some of the hardest animals to train regularly not to be aggressive. And not just that, they are super aggressive when you try to wake them up in the morning. To the point that they actually argue that you just don't wake them up early. Like, what type of high school freshman animal is this? Don't wake him up early or he'll fucking attack you? They mimic the sound of birds, bro. What type of animal is this? Like, this is some God's DLC type of animal. Are they a cool animal? Objectively, they are cool. But I don't like the idea of an animal where I have to have some Gremlins 1 level rules. Do not feed them past a certain time. Do not wake them up too early. Like, that's just too complicated for me. Dogs, there's a simplicity to them. Feed a dog, they're happy. Give them water, they're happy. They wake up whenever they want to and they sleep 13 hours a day. A Kinkajou just seems a bit too crazy for me. I'm actually going to put this one in a WTF. Brother, what type of animal has a stat like that? Craziness. Venomous snakes, okay. We have now moved out of the animals that are lesser known. They're like real life Pokemon type characters, okay. A parrot is a bird that can speak. A falcon is the fastest predator on Earth. And a raccoon can grab things for you. Like, those are Pokemon types of animals, okay. Now, we're into these things are going to fucking kill me. Venomous snakes. I've said it once. I've said it twice. I'll say it again. Any animal that you have to lock up for 90% of its life is not a pet. It is a prisoner. That's how I feel about a venomous snake. What are you going to do with that? What valid reason do you have to own a venomous snake, okay? Outside of, like, I don't get it, dude. Is that thing like, it's an animal that isn't even a good home defense animal because you have to lock it up and nobody's going to fuck with it. Like, this goes into, like, pythons and, like, there's other animals too, but, like, in my mind, there's not a reason to own a snake outside of you're a Saudi Arabian prince and you just want to feed your enemies to it. Like, what reason do you have to own a snake that could kill you in one bite out of, I feed my enemies to it? As a normal person, owning a snake, that's just weird to me, okay? Never mind the fact that fucking Florida men and Louisiana natives have destroyed the Everglades because they would put their pet pythons in the Everglades to set them free. Little do they know, 90% of the mammals in the Everglades right now have been wiped out by pythons because pythons don't have a natural predator in the Everglades. And before you bring up, well, what about alligators? Alligators, right, are terrified of the pythons. Fuck that, dude. Snakes of any kind is just gonna be a WTF animal. It's not even cool, bro. If I stroll up to your house and you have a fucking snake, bro, I'm out. I'm immediately out. And before you say, oh, well, don't be a pussy, it's just a snake. Dog, chapter 1 of the Bible. The devil takes the shape of a snake. Even if you don't believe in that, and you think the Bible is just some book of myth and legend, even people back then were like, yeah, no, bro. Don't fuck with the snakes, man. Like, see that as a warning. Don't F with snakes, bro. They are not to be trusted. They're going at the top of WTF. They're that bad. The tarantula. Bro, fuck. What are we doing, man? Anybody who has a pet tarantula, okay, and you are not a 6'3" hot goth woman, I'm not for it. Even then, I'm not for it. What are you doing, dude? Like, what are you doing with a tarantula? Oh, well, her name's Lois, and she's super friendly. No, she's not, bro. How do you know it's not just playing the long game, okay? When I see somebody petting a tarantula, and they're like, oh, Otis is super friendly, I think inside Otis's little demented brain, he's over here thinking to himself, I will kill him in his fucking sleep if he does not feed me a mouse in fetus. Like, dog, if I have to feed the fucking thing the fetus of a mouse and a rat, like, you are effectively performing a pagan ritual to satiate this evil demon animal. Fuck that, bro. It's a tarantula. Absolutely not. Dude, I damn near had a heart attack because I found out that tarantulas don't even really have webs. They live on... Oh, bro, I just got chills right there, dude. I hate when that happens, man. Like, if you can't already tell, bro, I have a fear of snakes and tarantulas. Fuck that. I'm done, bro. What? Yeah, WTF at the same level as a venomous snake, bro. Like, if you have a pet tarantula or a pet snake and you whip that fucker out like an unsolicited dick pic, I am done, okay? Like, if you stroll up with, like, yo, Ethan, I got a tarantula. I can't let you get close. We're done. We're done, bro. Get out of my face. Alligators. Okay. Hear me out, okay? If you had an alligator crocodile buddy, and I know somebody's going to say, well, there's a difference between alligators and crocodiles. I know there's a difference. They're similar enough to the point that I could put them in the same classification, okay? A crocodile, okay, would be dope if you could tame it, okay? This one is going to be a tough pick for me because if you could tame the crocodile, okay, and it has happened before. Did you know that okay, man, I am going to sound super ignorant right now, but I promise this is a real thing. Did you know that an alligator is one of the few recognized service pets that you can have down south in some states? There was a dude who had a pet alligator, right? And he had that fucking thing for 40 years. What do you feed it? He said he raised it on a supply of calzones, KFC, and chicken nuggets. What the hell, bro? My dog gets a tummy ache if you feed him too many french fries. This thing was surviving on calzones and McNuggets, and it flourished for 40 years. It is a dinosaur, bro. But, bro, I didn't realize that alligators can gallop like a dog. If they are small, they move so fast, bro. Like, there's something about an alligator with a vest on that you can, like, walk around that is objectively kind of cute. Like, in an effed up way, it is cute. I'm going to put it at the bottom of cool, but no. I would take a raccoon, a fox, and a falcon before I take an alligator. But, brother, would it not be dope to have a little pet alligator? And speaking of dope to have, but would absolutely suck in practice, a bear. Listen, I think we effed up not domesticating raccoons, foxes, and bears, bro. Imagine if you could have a Yorkie type of bear. Like a bear that just stays the same size as a bear cub its entire life. And it's friendly! Dude, like, do you have any idea how cool of an animal a bear is, dude? Like, we have animals in North America that when Europeans came over here, they legitimately thought they were demons because bullets did nothing to it. That's what a grizzly bear is. In Michigan, we have a few black bears in the Upper Peninsula. Those effers sound terrifying, but, like, I would be lying to you if it didn't cross my mind once or twice if I could ward it off. Would I be able to land a sleek 1-2 on this bear and cause it to take a double tap and be like, yo, bro, I didn't want that smoke? Like, it's my toxic trait that I think might be able to win against a black bear. But it can't go in good, it can't go in great or goated, because 100%, if a black bear wanted to, it could kill me. As far as placing them, though, I gotta put it in cool, but no. Would it be a cool pet? Yes. Would it suck if it ever went bad? Yes. And overall, I don't even think you can domesticate them. Cool animals, though. I'm not even going to lie. They know how to wrestle. Have you ever seen two bears fighting, bro? It looks like two super heavyweights going in an Olympic wrestling match. Wolves. People that are hyper-obsessed with getting wolf dogs, okay? It's one of two things. One, they're a furry. Or two, they are hyper-obsessed with Game of Thrones. Like, why would you add difficulty to something that we've already been able to get down? We have dogs that look like wolves, but fun-sized. Why would you want to turn up the difficulty on domestication? Wolves were packing up our ancestors left and right until we managed to take them out and turn them into good boys. Why would you turn back the clock and risk effing it up? Like, it would be cool, but it's like, I gotta set a precedent, bro. It's just a what the fuck animal. If I stroll up to somebody's house and they have a wolf walking around, my very first words are going to be, what the fuck is that? It's not going to be, oh, that's cool. That's going to be that, bro. My primal instincts are going to kick in, and I'm going to think my days are numbered. It is a wolf. Hell no. Big cats. We've all seen Tiger King. We know how this plays out, bro. I'm not even a huge fan of cats. I'm not a fan of big cats, okay? I believe this whole idea of being scared of the dark is like some genetic memory from way back in the day of when we were hunted by big cats. I legitimately believe that is part of it. I think there is a primal fear of big cats. There was a cougar that was loose in Michigan for a little bit. And when I tell you that that was one of the most terrifying animals I've ever seen, bro, fuck that. Dude, it is an animal that kills you so efficiently. Like, the cool thing about it, I guess, is how quickly it would take you out. It would almost be like, oh, okay, I'm dead now. Having it as a pet, you're just tempting fate. Again, it's the same thing of having a venomous snake, but it's even worse, bro. You would have to lock it up in basically a prison to keep it. If you just have a big cat going throughout your house, you deserve to get mauled to death. I think if you own a big cat, you're either dumb or you're a Saudi Arabian prince, again, feeding your enemies to it. A big cat is just a what the fuck. Why would you even need that, bro? And finally, the worst pet of all time. Okay, like, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. Chimpanzees. Any primate. Let me just first start off, okay? Chimps scare me. Like, gorillas scare me. Primates scare me, bro. Any animal where it's close enough to being a human to the point that they got the shape down, that scares me. Like, there's an uncanny valley to chimpanzees, bro. Chimps freak me the fuck out. I like Chimp Empire. Chimp Empire was a dope documentary on Netflix. At the same time, though, it terrified me to know that these guys have figured out organized warfare. Like, I can go full Joe Rogan on this and talk about how chimpanzees use tools, and which is even more terrifying. But, like, do I have to explain to you all the different types of chimpanzee attacks that we've gotten? Like, say what you want about big cats and wolves, okay? If they're going to kill you, they're going to kill you quickly. If you're going to talk about a Kinkajou, I could kill a Kinkajou. A venomous snake, it would be painful, but it has venom that takes it out. A chimpanzee is going to rip your nuts and balls off, chew on them, rip your fingers off with its teeth, rip your face off, and then beat you to death with your leg. I am not doing that, bro. A chimp is the most terrifying pet that you could ever get in your life. And I'll be real with you, if you're one of those people that has a chimp at this point, I don't even care if you're a Saudi Arabian prince, bro. I hope that thing eventually turns on you. Why would you tempt fate, bro? Why, bro? Like, that's a death that I wouldn't even wish on my worst enemy. But the thought of getting clubbed to death and being ripped apart piece by piece by an uncanny valley hyper-furry Jocko Willink? Fuck that, bro. WTF, most WTF of WTFs. If you roll out a tarantula, if you roll out a venomous snake on me, I will freak out, but I'll just run out of your house. If a chimpanzee walks out of your fucking kitchen serving me some prosciutto and some Colby Jack cheese on a charcuterie board, I'm automatically going into the fetal position, having a Caesar, just hoping this fucking thing doesn't notice me. Absolutely not, bro. Oh, I hate chimpanzees, bro. Chimpanzees freak me out, legitimately. But there you go. That is going to be the pet tier list. Okay, let me just end off the video. I actually got this video idea from my littlest brother, and we have a little bet going on. Half of the video revenue is going to be going to him, because you know what? You came up with the idea. I did the idea. I'll give you half of the revenue. I think that's fair. So, yeah. All the views that you give this channel, all the likes that you give it, is money going into my little brother's pocket. So, maybe you're going to make this video blow up because that gives me less money. But either way, you're making me win because I get subscribers off of this one. And thank you guys for watching this content. I wanted to get out a video before the analog horror video because that's taken more time than I would have thought. Don't worry, there's more content coming. It's just taking longer than I thought. And I just want to say thank you guys. It means the absolute world to me that you guys support this. And I will see you all next time. Adios.